everyone, it's Gabby and I'm Wheesearch and House Beauty Vlogger. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the brand new MAC palette called Power Ombre. This palette contains 8 shades and 1 highlighter. In today's video, I'm going to do a makeup look using some of these shades. I really want to try the ones that are matte and the ones that are sparkly. Let's get to it. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the makeup look. The first color I'm going to put all over my lid is called Totally Obsessed, and it's one of the matte lighter shades. I tried this eyeshadow to give you a full review before, and I can tell you that without any primer or fix, this eyeshadow stayed nice and put for about 3 hours before the little glitters start spreading all around. We're done with the base color. Now I'm going to put Blind Mistress on my crease to create a transition color. The price of this eyeshadow palette is $39 US. For me, that is totally worth it because most of MAC cosmetic products are quite expensive, and for almost $40 you get a full 8 eyeshadow and then 1 highlight. This eyeshadow palette is pretty matte. There's not a lot of shine to it, but what I really like is that out of the 8 shades, there are 6 that are sparkly. So they're not big sequin size sparkles, they're small, but there's a lot of them. Okay, so I'm done with the transition color, so we're going to put Win Some, Lose Some in the crease and on the outer corner of my eyes. I have to say, I feel like I have to put a lot of layers for the eyeshadow to appear, but when it does, it's very, very pretty. It's a very subtle palette, so it's not the best coverage. It's pretty clear. The finish is very, very smooth, and the color really blends well. The next eyeshadow I'm going to use is called Hot to Trot, and I'm going to put it all over my lid. I really enjoy the feeling of these shadows on my eyes. A lot of time I feel like it's very cakey. It's kind of like glued to my eyelid. But this one is very, very nice and natural. I don't feel like I'm actually wearing makeup at all. Hot to Trot is the coldest shade of this palette because all the tones are pretty warm. So this is it for the transition colors. Now I really want to jump into the one shade that made me want to buy this, which is called Something Fishy. It's this beautiful sparkly gold that I'm sure is going to match my eyes. And so yeah, I'm just going to dip into that and put it on the inner part of my eyelid. MAC is not a cruelty-free company either because they sell in countries where sometimes it's the law to test on animals. MAC has always had this motto of being, we don't test on animals, we test on model. So if they're selling in a country that do not have a law that says you have to test on animals, they won't test on animals. But like in China, for example, the law is you have to test on animals before selling it to people. Therefore, they have to comply with the rule of this country. Ooh, look at this sparkly gold. Okay, so this is it when I did not wet my brush. I'm gonna wet it and put some fix on it and see how much more glam we can possibly have. Yes. Now I'm going to use the shade Bossing It and put it under my eyes. This eyeshadow online or in store. I got mine in store because right now they're all over the place. They're brand new, so go pick up your eyeshadow palette. They're 6, so you can really decide what kind of MAC girl you are. Ta-da! So this is it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go put my mascara and come back. So you get the final look for the eyes. Depending on what you're going for, you can either wear this for school, work, like an everyday kind of look, but if you want to make it darker, you can totally use that eyeshadow palette for going out, going on a date night, girls' night out. So I think that this eyeshadow palette really works for any kind of occasion. I would use this eyeshadow all year, so it could be spring, summer, fall, winter, it doesn't matter. I think this eyeshadow palette is really good to add to your collection because you can use it all the time. So now let's review the last thing for this eyeshadow palette. There's a highlighter with it. It's called Gimme That. For me, it looks very yellow, but let's jump into it and see how it looks. This has a really, really nice glow. It's pretty subtle and it's yellowy, of course. I think that this would look amazing for people with yellow undertone in their skin. I have pink undertone, so I don't think this is the best for me, but it definitely has a very nice glow that I would not have thought just by looking at the palette itself. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup review, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you want to know more about Wheesearch, you can always go to our website and also look at this video that's going to appear right here once I'm done talking. And again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.